Hey y'all, it's Mary, and this is Mary Catherine Loves Cats, and welcome to my Friday Night Gab. This is going to be a little bit different than usual, y'all. I have something very, very important to talk to y'all about. I would like to talk to you about ISR, Infant Self-Rescue. A subscriber of mine, a very dear lady, her name is Lori. I have permission to talk about this. About a week or so ago, I had asked you all on my community tab and on other social media to pray for a child that was in intensive care, and this child died from drowning. He did pass away, but your prayers are very much needed still, and grateful. I'm very grateful for everybody that prayed, and if you continue praying for the family, it would be wonderful. The family is a young couple. This Lori's son, his name is Dave, and his wife is Ashley. And the child is 2.5-year-old Vinny, and they had gone on vacation to see Lori and her family from one state to another. And they were out. I'll read to you what I can. It's difficult to talk about, but it's very important. They want people to know what happened. So let me see what I want to tell you here. Ashley, Vinny's mother, did say that it was seconds. It happened in moments, absolutely just moments. It says many people have asked what they can do, and we ask that you spread awareness. It was mere seconds from us being inside together to finding him in the pool. Drowning is the #1 cause of death in children ages 1 to 4, but yet we don't talk about it, and we need to talk about it. Our children need to learn. It's called ISR, Infant Self-Rescue. There are swimming lessons, not just regular swimming lessons. There are swimming lessons which can be done beginning at 6 months of age, and you teach babies and children to roll to the surface of the water to breathe air, enabling to cry for help. And she's asking that we start to ask our pediatricians. Now, I know a lot of y'all that watch me are seniors or older people like me, but your grandparents, your grandmothers. So you have babies in your family, and if you can pass this information on to your children and to their children, it would be very helpful, because what's needed is awareness. I mean, this drowning, it's the #1 cause of death besides birth defects. So we can work at getting this to stop, getting less children to die from this if we all act on it. If pediatricians would ask their patients about when they're asking about, are they talking, are they walking, how about, are they swimming, can they swim? That would be a great thing to just throw in there, just as we should learn that early on, because if a baby falls into the pool and they can get themselves back up to the surface, they can do so well on their own while they're waiting for help. They can float, they can swim a little bit, they can breathe. And if you are interested in seeing more about this, there's many videos on YouTube and elsewhere about infant self-rescue. That's what it's called. There's just so much to talk to you about. Ashley said that what she wants to do is she wants to save other children. Because of because of Vinny passing, she doesn't want any other child to go through this, any other family to go through this. And they have another child, and that child is going to learn how to handle water properly. One thing that she does say is you can put all the alarms, all the gates in place that you want to, but that wouldn't have saved her child. What would have saved him is a self-rescue technique of learning to get him being calm enough to float up to the top of the water so that you can breathe, or maybe even scream for help. They have set up a GoFundMe account, this family has, because what they want to do is they want to start a non-profit organization centered around infant self-rescue lesson awareness and accessibility, as well as drowning prevention education. Ashley is trying to find in her town where she can have her child have these lessons, and it's hard to find people that teach this because it requires extra education for the teacher. So it's hard to come by. So this nonprofit is going to raise money to help people learn this and help people teach this to children and to families. So it's very difficult to talk about because I care very much about Lori and her family, and you know, she had told me step by step as things were happening. It's very, very difficult. But you have to, we all need to learn to teach our children to respect water. It is scary. You know, water is very attractive. That's what I read about, that water is very attractive. You know, it moves around, it reflects, it looks so beautiful. And a lot of children thinks that it's a fun thing. And if you just strapping on a puddle jumper, teaching them the water is fun, it provides a false sense of security. We have to talk to our family and friends about what happened to Vinny and ask them if their kids have attended ISR swim lessons. It's ISR specifically. You can go for other swim lessons, but the ISR is what is most important to keep the child from possibly drowning. And don't not do it because it's too expensive or far away. Find a way to get it done. Find a way to learn, to have your child learn the proper way to be around water. It's just something that I thought I really had to talk to y'all about because it's so important. And like I said, so many of y'all have grandchildren. And this is, let's have something positive come out of this horrible, horrible tragedy for this family. They want to do well. They want to help others. They want to do all they can to keep this from happening again. Please check into this in your area, and again, pass this information on to your families, to children, to your families, to your, I mean, like your adult children that would take the babies, your grandchildren, your children if you're young enough. I know there's all ages that watch me, but mostly senior or older ladies. So please pass this on to your neighbors, your friends. ISR. Now, the cats have just sat down here. All right, hang on. It is Infant Self-Rescue. Infant Self-Rescue is what it's called. And I will put information below for the GoFundMe that Ashley and Dave have, actually one of their siblings have created the GoFundMe, and they are collecting money there to start this nonprofit if you'd like to help. And just be aware, it's just in this day and age, where we can get word out to help others. That's all I want to do, is to help people realize that it's so important. I have seen babies in the water, and they really can do so well if they just know the right way to handle things. They can get themselves up to the surface, like I said, and they can breathe and either float and wait for help, or maybe they can even yell out or cry out. So it's a technique that they need to be taught. I know there's so much more about this than I know. I don't have any little babies in my family right now, but this is definitely something I will never forget. And I just wanted to tell you all about it so that you can be aware and that you can pass information along to your families. And like Ashley and Dave said, if they can just save one child, and with their teachings, with what they're working on doing, will definitely save children, definitely. So thank you all for listening. I know this was a hard topic this evening, but thank you all for listening, and take care, y'all, and count your blessings. Bye-bye.